You've been doing SEO for a while now and your site's stagnant and you don't know what to do next. Hi, I'm John Lincoln and I'm going to talk you through the logical process and the sequential process of growing your website from nothing to one of the biggest sites online. I've done it a ton of times before and I'm excited to share this information with you today. Okay, so when it comes to search engine optimization, the first thing that you need to do is just kind of develop that base. You've got to get your main site set up. You've got to get things technically correct. You've got to get the pages optimized. You've got to get unique content on each of the pages. And you really want to go after one country, okay? So you might want to start with just the United States inside of the English version of the United States. So you want to get ranked in the US inside of English. And when you do that, you're going to want to pick the main core keywords that you want to focus on, right? So what are those top 5 to 50 keywords that you know you really want to rank well for? And then you want to pick those additional keywords that you're going to go after, that you're going to be targeting through different parts of your website, like content marketing, as well as, you know, other areas like categories or subcategories or things like that. So think about that. You're entering just the Google US version of google.com. You're going after your main keywords, and then you're starting to go after secondary keywords through things like content marketing. Okay, as a second step, what's going to start to happen is some of your pages are going to rank well and then other ones aren't. And what you're going to want to do is make sure that you're focusing on refreshing the pages that aren't ranking well and driving more links to the ones that you want to rank well as well. And so by driving links and then by refreshing pages, that's going to allow those pages that didn't rank well to kind of come up more and more. As a third step, after you've been doing this for a while, there's a logical progression to go into another country that is also English speaking if you're in English, or a different language if you're in a different language, or to go just simply into a different language. So what that means is you can start with google.com US if you're in US, or if you're in Spain, you would start with Google Spain, right, as your original. And then you're going to move into a secondary language in that same country if in fact that is a really, really big segment of the population. So for example, inside of Google US, there's a very big Spanish version and a very big English speaking version. So as a secondary initiative, push your website into Spanish inside of the same US version, and you're going to double the amount of traffic and basically put the same initiative in place that you had inside of the English side. That's going to allow you to drive a ton more traffic and potentially double the size of your business. Okay, so you've gotten great rankings in the main country that you're in. You've moved into another language inside of the main country that you're in. Now it's time to start thinking about going international. And I've done a ton of international SEO, and it is one of the coolest things you can do. We grew clients' traffic and leads by over 7,000% recently by pushing them into over 30 different countries and languages. So you have that ability. You can take your site, you can start pushing it into different countries and different language variations in each one of those countries. And by doing this process, you're going to get into markets that are probably less crowded, markets that probably don't have as much competition, and you can rank much faster. And in a lot of cases, you can use the existing copy that you have just to translate that and just make sure that the keywords are correct, and you're working with a company that can kind of help you do that. And there's some other things that go into it too. I'll leave a link inside of the international SEO video that I made that's on technical international SEO, but it's going to allow you to scale and grow more and more traffic. Okay, so let's recap. You start in one country, you own that country, you're going after more and more keywords. Then you translate into a different language. You own that country inside of a different language. Then you start moving into other countries and other languages. You've taken your little website where you were just targeting 1 or 2 keywords, and now you've built this massive machine. And one thing I will say is that in order to maintain that machine, it's going to take a little bit of work. You're going to have to be doing investing much more in SEO in order to keep it afloat, but at the end of the day, you're going to be driving a lot more leads. So with search, if you invest in these additional initiatives, you're going to see the reach grow. And there's nothing more fun than going into these multiple markets and launching in these other countries and other languages, because there can be a huge, huge return. All right, so that's it today for this topic. I hope you learned something about kind of the sequence of SEO and going from nothing to taking it international. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. below, or leave a comment, and then like this video so that I can bring you more awesome videos like this in the future. Have an awesome day.